All right. Hotel. This your brother Matthew Daniels, aka I'm Pooh, aka the Chosen Few, aka the Real Bookworm. I'm not a bookworm world, I'm the real bookworm. Make sure you get it right. And as always, may your name live on forever, and may your memory never die. Hotel, and cheers to that. I know y'all saw the title of this one. We're not going to be wasting any time getting into it. I got two distinguished guests on the panel with me. I got the brother, the Minister of Defense, King Yahshua, with me. And I got the brother, Frederick Amey, in the building with me. And
Hey,
basically what we're going to be talking about today is I saw something online that had me kind of disturbed. Okay, what had me kind of disturbed was a confrontation I seen between my brother Frederick Amey and the mayor of Texas City, Mayor Dedrick Johnson. So what I wanted to do, I wanted to reach out to this brother, bring him on the platform, have a conversation with him about what happened, why it happened, just get some insight into everything that was going on. Let the brother tell his side of the story and hear it directly from the horse's mouth. So before we go any further, I'm going to let my two guests introduce themselves so we can start with the man on top, King Yahshua. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the people. And when you get through, Fred, you can introduce yourself. And I'm going to be just putting this link out there. You brothers go ahead, man.
all right, Hotel is King Yahshua, the Minister of Defense of the Nation of Liberation. I want to send a shout out to all my brothers and sisters out there in the diaspora and all my revolutionaries all around the globe. Now, I just want to, first of all, just say real quick, I'm going to let the little brother go in, that I 100% stand with this little brother in his fight for justice, his fight for equality. He's not being treated the same as the rest of some of the brothers and sisters out the community. His fight to be heard, his freedom to speak. And I want to say, I don't care, because I heard the community's uproar about some posters. I don't care about what was written on any posters. We're going to talk about the facts of how do we get here? And
Right.
what is agitating this young brother? And I want to let y'all know, now it's big revolution going on. Hotel.
All right. Hey, how y'all doing? This is Frederick Amey, man. Revolutionary, a modern revolutionary, man. And I'm here to let y'all know everything that happened with the situation as far as what I've been dealing with as far as with the city of Texas City and Texas City Police Department. And I have it's a lot of information that people need to know. They're unaware of things that are going on in their own community. White supremacist police officers, but like I said, we'll get more in depth into that and why I am making so much noise.
Okay.
I appreciate that. And I appreciate anybody tuning in that's tuning in. What I want to do first, what I did do, brother, if you don't mind, I did queue up some of the live video footage that you had of what you were actually doing down there at City Hall. So before I actually go to some of the footage, I just want to ask you a question, brother. Why were you at City Hall in the first place? Like what led you to go up there? What sparked all of that?
Well, that's two answers to that question. Originally I started back getting involved with the City Hall meetings. And what I did was I wanted to start documenting them and start recording the City Hall meetings. The very first one I went to, I got there about 10 minutes early, and I was recording when I came in, and I sat down on the second to last row in the hall where they have the city commissioners meeting. And I was in there for about 5 or 10 minutes, and there was a couple of people that were like, you could tell they were a little startled by me recording stuff, but they didn't verbalize it or nothing. And I watched the city secretary of Texas City, Romari Lee. I watch her physically with my eyes. She gets up. I can't hear verbatim what she says, but I see her go to 3 Texas City police officers, Officer Minor, Officer Martinez, and it was another one. I can't remember his name, but I have it on video. And she instructs the 3 police officers to basically come sit behind me, unwarranted. They come and they sit behind me, and I see her point at me, and I'm automatically knowing she's telling the police officers to come over here. So that was one of the sparks. I didn't say anything about it. I didn't none of that. So the next day,
Wait, I don't want to cut you off. Did you know this lady? Like,
no, I don't know her. I've never dealt with her before. I don't know her from a can of paint.
did the police say anything when they sat behind you, or was it just an ominous presence, or whatever?
It was the one officer. He told me to remove my hat, and I took my hat off, and then they all three came and sat behind me, and then that was it. And then so that was
trying to intimidate the brother.
That question.
Trying to intimidate the brother.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You feel like it was intimidation tactic.
Right.
Did anybody know that you were coming up there? Like, did you post on Facebook or say anything?
No.
Just when they saw you, they automatically went to single. Do you have any idea of why? Like, did you think someone told her to single you out, or why do you think
she's been around? Meaning that she's been around in the past whenever I'm dealing with City Hall, and I guess my reputation precedes itself. I honestly don't know, but I'm gonna be honest with y'all that sparked something in me, because she instructed 3 men with guns to come sit behind me for nothing.
Yeah. Okay. So all right.
So yeah, that's the first answer. So that's the first answer to that question. The second answer is, so from there, with that right there, I wanted to know who she is, and like what. Now I want to know who you are and what do you do during your time at work and stuff like that. So she gave me a reason to focus on her. With the hostile, with the subtle hostile of having the police basically surround me. So I went to City Hall to file an open records request, and she's the city secretary. And if people don't know, the city secretary is tasked with the duty of being the open records officer, which means she's the liaison between the community and all the other governmental bodies that are supposed to produce public information. So when she came out to accept the open records request, and it was for her, she laughed in my face. So when she laughed in my face,
disrespect.
I said, right, because the thing that came to my mind first is she would never do that to a white man. Never. She don't know who the white man is related to at City Hall, so she would never, ever laugh in their face. So that right there let me know, oh, I gotta shake some shit up here. Period. If the black lady is acting like that, then I know how white folks acting up here, because she learned from them. Because she's not even from down here. After all of that happened, I started doing my research on her. She's from California, so she's not even from down here they don't even have that type of mind of being basically, like I call them, tap dancers, house niggas.
So she's just trying to follow a line. She's just getting right in with the rest of the shoe shining and buck dancing that she's been seeing going on around the establishment.
Right.
So exactly. she you don't have to be from around here to see when people is around here shining shoes. You walk in here and you see white supremacist shoes getting buffed. She know what time it was in that building. Go ahead, brother. So
then once that happened, I came up there the next day, because I said to myself, oh, so if that's funny, my open records request, I wonder if the sign that I make will be funny. So that's when I came up there with the sign, with her picture on there, and it said that Romari eats bags of dicks.
And hold on, and I want to say one more time for the record. I'm not here to focus on the sign. The brother can talk about the sign, the community can talk about that sign. I'm gonna stick to the facts of what's going on here, because you can get lost in the sauce, and then you miss everything. You miss the gumbo that's been cooked. Right. You see what I'm saying? It's some gumbo finna get cooked till the night. But go ahead, brother, because you told the truth about the sign, and we for the women. We don't support any type of derogatory towards these ladies, but we will not lose focus on why that young man was up there and what is behind his anger. Go ahead, brother.
Right. So the sign, it basically did what I wanted to do. So with that being done, they called the police. So once they called the police, and then that also got the mayor to come out. But the mayor came out first to see the sign, and he said, "Can I help you?" And I ignored him initially.
Wait, I don't want to cut you off. Before we get into that, how I mentioned in the beginning, some of the footage that I did have queued up, I actually have some of your footage of your interaction with the mayor in City Hall. So I want to ask, do you mind if I play a short clip of the actual mayor coming out from your footage, and then you can actually explain to the people play by play what they just saw?
Okay.
Is that okay?
Cool. Absolutely.
All right. So what we're going to do now, we're going to go to some of because the brother did go live. That's how I know about this. The brother went live when he was in City Hall. And I want to tell y'all something. When I saw
he didn't try to hide. He didn't try to hide from nobody.
Oh, no, he wasn't trying to hide. When I saw it on Facebook, when I saw he was live, at first I thought he was at the police station. Hold on, y'all give me just a second. I thought he was at the police station. And so I clicked on the live. And then when I saw him panning, I saw he was at City Hall. So I started watching the footage. So what I want to do, I want to show you guys some of the actual footage because I want to put y'all directly in the time and space to see what he saw, to see what we saw, so the individuals will understand the commentary that we're giving. So give me just a second, and we're going to play a little bit of that footage. Okay. All right. Can y'all see that, brothers?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm gonna let it play for a little bit, and then I'm gonna let you explain what we're looking at. Just a second. Here we go.
In the lion's den. That's the people's house. That's our house. Look at this man.
I can't never get it.
Just walking around, doing nothing. Nervous.
Okay. All right. What I want to do? Hold on, just a second. I want to stop it. Give me just a second.
Yeah, what? Say, brother.
All right, look, real quick. I'm gonna pause it right there for just a second. I heard you immediately came out. We see the mayor. If anybody that's not from around here, that was the mayor of Texas City, I heard you say, "Is this what I gotta do to get a response out of you? Is this what I have to do to get a response out of you?" Just tell us a little bit about what you were thinking in that moment and why you said that when you said it. What was going on, brother? Talk to me.
Okay, so for the people that don't know, I've known Dedrick before he was the mayor. So before he was the mayor, I've known Dedrick. So before he got in there and was with all of that, I've known him. So with that being said, I told him this is how I get a response out of you, to say, like, if one of your friends or somebody you associate becomes the mayor, you shouldn't have to go set up a formal appointment for something to talk to them about, meaning that, bro, you know me. You know me. Like you know me. Like and you gonna act like you the mayor. So I know you got all the resources to reach out to me. So whenever I put the slip up under the door to speak to the commissioner, speak to the commissioner, the city commissioners, instead of me having to go there and talk to all of them, as soon as you see that, you supposed to nip that in the bud and supposed to reach out to me and say, "Hey, what's going on? Like, what's up, brother? Like, I see that you were trying to address the commission. We might not need to take it that far. I might be able to get the resolution that you're seeking between just me and you."
Yeah.
Because this is the thing that I don't like about that weak ass city commissioner shit.
Hold on. I don't like that he didn't shake your hand, brother. Right. Because I feel that if you would have been a white guy, he would have, hey, brother, how you doing? Shook your hand.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't like that you didn't get a handshake. And let me tell you something. I don't care what they say. You was peacefully doing what they say this country was built on.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
But I honestly,
and you in the people's house.
I don't want to shake the master tap dancer hand.
But no. I wanted him, at least for him to extend his hand and for you to be able to say, oh, I don't want to shake your hand.
Right.
At least standing in a gesture of friendship and brother, like you say, wow, y'all knew each other beforehand. Why you don't know me no more?
Right.
Now go ahead.
So that's why I was saying that. That's why I was saying, like, this is what I got to do to get a response out of you.
Okay, and he was kind of low. What did he say when you asked him that? What was his response, the mayor?
His response was, when have you tried to set up an appointment? That's what he said. And that's when I said, that's when I told him, come on, you know me. But not even that. I asked, like, this is a little disclaimer on the side. I asked his secretary probably 3 weeks ago or a month ago, how do I go about setting up a meeting with the mayor? And guess what she told me? Y'all not gonna believe this.
Go ahead.
She literally said this out of her own mouth. She said, the mayor makes his own appointments. So basically, the mayor talks to who you want to talk to.
Yeah.
Right?
That's wild. All right, so you say you knew him before this, so you've had conversations. It's like when he saw you, you know 100% he knew who you were. You weren't a random citizen. He knows that you're Frederick Amey.
Dedrick has known me for almost 10 years.
Wow. And you personally felt snubbed by how he was treating you.
How he been acting. How he been acting. Dedrick ain't done shit. Dedrick ain't done nothing. Dedrick ain't done shit, man. He ain't done nothing. And the people around here are so pacified that we got a black mayor that they ain't done shit. Look, when I'm gonna say this, man, whenever white folks be in control of shit, they act like it. They act like they in control of shit. You see that shit everywhere, plastered. They letting you know, they rubbing it in your face, they putting it in your face. We running this shit. But for some reason, when black people they finally get the reins to the ship, they kind of just sit back and let the white folks still kind of run this shit and just be submissive. But we can't do that, especially not in 2021. We can't do that. We got a black mayor. It's time for either to get his ass in line or you got to get your ass up out of there. That's it. And you got 1,000 days. He got 1,000 days. He got 1,000 days to meet all of our demands. And if not, we need to start working on the people in the community. Whatever we got to do, we got to pay to rent vans, pay to rent trucks to get people to the polls. However we got to do it, we got to get his ass up out of there.
I hear you. All right, look. You want to say something before we go to a little bit more of the clip? Go ahead, man.
Oh no. Stay on the clip. No, I want to, cause see.
All right. Yeah. Go ahead.
Let me give a little introduction to my introduction to Dedrick Johnson. You see, I've been on Dedrick Johnson since he was coming up with a few good men. You see what I'm saying? I've been on Mr. Dedrick Johnson, the community moving here and there when he was Commissioner Johnson. And let me tell you something. When I came home from prison, me and my brother came home from prison, we attended a meeting. It's in the book Big Game Hunting by Matthew Daniels, and he wrote this, and it's in this book. Dedrick Johnson know this. We went to a meeting for Miss Lynch, D-Ray, his mama. We went to a meeting they had for Miss Lynch. She had said that she was physically assaulted by the police department. And we went there. And it was by the police department. It was packed. TJ Arch was there, the ex-newspaper editor of the Daily News, before he crossed the nation and we got rid of him. Now he's writing articles online. But anyway, Dedrick Johnson. And anyway, and people rallied for the woman that night. Craig and Cornell Lex was there. Dedrick Johnson wasn't there. The next day, Dedrick Johnson was in the newspaper saying this, and I want y'all to listen to me. I've been know he was a buck dancing shoe shiner. Yes, you are, Dedrick. I've been know he was working for white supremacy and didn't care about us. He said only the crooks and criminals are complaining in the community.
What?
That's what Dedrick said. He said only the crooks and criminals complaining. And we seen elders in there. We seen young children in there, 50, 60-year-old people was in there complaining about what the police was doing and the Operation Crackdown, or what it was called.
Yeah, it was the Operation Crackdown too.
Operation Crackdown. Okay. So that was my introduction to Dedrick Johnson as supposed to be a city commissioner. He said only crooks and criminals complaining. A few years later, Black Lives Matter, everybody in the streets saying the same thing that we have been saying in that building. The same thing we're talking about now. Dedrick Johnson sided against the community and with the white supremacists. It said only the crooks and criminals complain. It's in the newspaper. It's a newspaper article saying this quote. Dedrick can't get away from saying, I didn't say that. It's in the newspaper, Dedrick. You won't get nowhere. So I've been knew you wasn't going to do nothing in there. I've been knew he was carrying on the Dog regime's plans. He don't have nothing for the people. And I respect the young brother for saying Dedrick got 1,000 days. I say Dedrick should have 1,000 hours to get up out of there immediately. Because he ain't for us. He ain't going to do nothing for us. And I doubt him walking around City Hall. That's our house. We don't have to tell him anything when we go in there. We just want to make sure business is as usual. We want to see what's going on. Tell we taxpayers, we paying taxes. The worst thing they could have did is let us educate ourselves and find out that, all we got to do is pay our taxes and be legitimate and legal about our revolutionary plans. We going to be that. And we're going to keep the pressure on them. Go ahead.
All right, and with that, what we're going to do, we're going to segue into a little bit more of this video, and we're going to get a little more commentary about what we're seeing. Here we go.
Look at him pretending. Pretending like he for the people. Clown. Boy.
You the mayor. Right, so look, this how it goes. When the people are sick and they reaching out, they say, hey, I don't got to try harder than you do. Come on, bro. Now, right now, we can put an appointment like the secretary did. You came out here. Right. Take it bad. Right. So let me do it all. Let me do it. What you mean? Do you think it's appropriate? I don't know. All right. It ain't. Why do you keep talking to me? Now you want to talk. Put you mad. Yeah. This is our mayor, our pathetic ass mayor.
That's a good one right there, man.
Okay. Y'all saw that. I know
like his
audio. I know the audio is kind of low. So if you don't mind, could you just explain to the people what was being said during that portion of the clip?
During that time, he's acting like he genuinely wants to go and talk now. And he's like, hey, we can step into my office now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like after all, like I had to basically come up here and act the ass, and now we can step into your office now. Like now we can step into your office. And I told him no. I told him this is how we're gonna do it. I told him we're gonna do it the same way that basically your secretary said. We're gonna set appointments. Because if that was the case, we can just talk on a whim, then shit. Whenever I asked her about setting appointments, she goes, hey, let me go see what he's doing right now, and I can see if we can talk right now. Right? That makes sense, right?
Make absolute sense.
Right, but instead, since I'm up here with the sign, we can change the rules, and we ain't got to go by the rules. We can come up here and we can talk normal like how we supposed to from the beginning. Like just like we can cut the bravado shit out. So that's when I was telling him, oh no. I was telling him, oh no, I don't want to talk right now. I'm doing something right now. And when I said I'm doing something, he said, what? And I put the sign in his face so he could see. And then that's when he said, do you think it's appropriate? And I said, do you think it's appropriate? He said, no. And I said, all right then, to let him know that I knew fully aware what I was doing, that sign wasn't appropriate. But it was a agenda behind it.
Mm-hmm. Well, okay. At a couple of points, I noticed that you were saying that he was responding like that, and he only came out because he was mad. And just so me and the people can get a full understanding of what it was like for you in that moment, why did you assume, or why did you feel like he was upset? You feel me? Like did he do anything, say anything, facial expression?
So we all grown men, right? We all grown men. We've been around for a long time, man. And I came to this conclusion, man, and I'm gonna stick with it. I made a sign about I guess one of the little chicks he fucking on. And that's how
Whoa. Go ahead.
And no, seriously, if you pay attention, go back and watch. That's a man that's upset about his woman. Go watch it and pay attention to everything. You'll see, like, oh yeah, he plexed her, he mad. That's his girl. He fucking on her. That's why he came out. And if you go back and watch the videos, he went in, he closed the door, he came back out, he went back in, he came back out, 2 or 3 times after he shut the door. If y'all go back and watch the whole video, it's because
we're gonna get to it.
He couldn't contain himself.
Yeah. Okay. Let me. All right. Okay. Now, I have to ask, man. I know people watching. They'll be upset with me if I don't ask. You're saying that you want to say something? Can y'all sure?
No, you was breaking up some.
All right. Okay, am I good now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Why was it just his facial expressions that made you think he had some kind of relationship with this woman, or is it something, because you said you know him? Is it something that you personally know about him that will make you automatically think that this may be what's behind this?
Okay, so I'm gonna give y'all my theory on this. The first thing I'm gonna say is, have y'all ever been around a man and he feel like his woman is being disrespected?
Yeah, I have been in those situations before.
Okay, so take personal experiences from that, and then I'm gonna explain the situation to you. So the city secretary, y'all know how you get that position, right?
No, break that down for the people.
The city secretary is appointed by the mayor. So let me explain this to y'all.
Handpicked, you saying?
Handpicked by the mayor.
Okay, go ahead.
Let me explain this to y'all. So when Matt Doyle was the mayor, you know, Matt Doyle ain't having no niggas running really nothing. So that city secretary was a white man. His name is Justin Herter. He was the city secretary. And the city attorney is the same one, Kyle Davidson. In the midst of the change of Dedrick Johnson and Matt Doyle, the only change he's made at City Hall is that girl right there.
Okay. Look like King Yahshua dropped off. He may be having some internet connection problems, so we're gonna wait for him to come back in. That's interesting, and I just want to be clear. You're just saying allegedly. This is just what you think, so nobody can accuse you of lying on anybody.
This is all alleged, but like I said,
we want to make sure we say it like that. So
we all have intuition, and we all know the signs, and we're not gonna play naive.
Yeah, I hear you loud and clear. You want to jump in on that, King Yahshua, before I play another clip?
Yes, because I always want to sit here and get back to the reality of the thing, because I don't want nobody to lose focus on the facts. The facts of the matter is that Dedrick Johnson was selected, not elected. I feel that way because I know a lot of elders in the community and nobody even voted for him. A few people say they voted for him. I know a lot of people, they voted for the other people.
I can't lie. I voted for him. I'm not going to sit up there.
No. I'm not saying the people did, but I know some people who put their thumb on politics. They didn't vote for that young man. You see what I'm saying? But he still got in there. And I want to say, I know why he got in there. He continuation of the dog's crime. You see, in the book, Big Game Hunting by Brother Matthew James, it talks about the continuation of crimes for the city. Well, there's been a continuation from mayor to mayor, from chief to chief, from councilman to councilman. And everybody acting like they don't want to touch it. Officers have been arrested. Chiefs have been charged with crimes. Mayors have been charged with crimes right in Texas City. So let's not act like any of these people is above a reproach. Dedrick Johnson is not for the people. He is for his masters. He is a shoe shiner and a buck dancer. And I have heard that allegedly that at one of these city picnics or 4th of July or Juneteenth, that him and the city councilman had some words about a woman they both were sleeping with, allegedly. I heard that. So, you know, I don't want to make this about the under the covers and none of that type of stuff, because it's enough for the facts. See, Dedrick Johnson, his continuation of the dogs policies shows right where he at. He can't show you one thing progressive for the black community. He can't show you one thing that's for you and me. Everything will be against you and me. You see, he want more people in jail. He want more drugs planted on you, more police beating you up, brutality. He said on the Crooks and Criminals complaint, if your grandma say something, hey, you a crooked criminal. And Black Lives Matter, they showed you that everybody was in the street. I want you to go to Dedrick's Facebook and see if he had anything nice to say about when the people was in the street, pretending like he was for that. And then I'll show you in Big Game Hunting where he said that you a crook and a criminal if you complain. Hotel.
Strong word from the Minister of Defense. We gonna go to a little bit more of the clip, family. I know y'all want to see the whole thing, but we got to give the commentary as we go so you guys can understand what we're saying and why we're saying that. So we're gonna pick it up from right here, and we're gonna play a little bit more of this clip. Here you go.
Our pathetic ass mayor. Later, we can set up a meeting. When you want to Yeah. Are you the mayor? I'm a citizen. I work for you. Right. Now, yeah. I'm telling you, you're going to set up a meeting. Set it up. Don't tell me I don't want to do it now. I'm doing something else right now. So now, set time outside of No. I'm doing something right now. Then I have some free calls, and we set up a meeting. Exactly. I'm talking about now the people that put y'all in office. Is what I'm not gonna beg you, bro. Right. So look. Stop talking. Go. No, I'm telling you what I'm doing. There you go. Yeah, we're gonna get you up out of here.
Good.
Get you up out of here.
Brave young warrior.
Way too much. There you go. Shut the door. I got you.
That nigga ran. What, that nigga got a safe space in there? He going to run under the desk and shoot the trap door and holler. Damn.
Okay. All right. So, Fred, give us your commentary. Put us.
Hold on. First of all, I want to salute that brother for what I just saw. Now, that's revolutionary right there to the core. That's why people should be talking about the guts this young brother got to go speak truth to power. You see, too many of you going in there and shining shoes and making seeing who need their shoes shine. That brother going in there to kick him in the behind.
I hear a little feedback. Do y'all hear that?
Can you hear me?
All right, yeah, I heard a little feedback. Go ahead.
Is it better now?
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, I appreciate the brother for kicking that butt like that and running that chump right up in that office where he belong, in there sitting down somewhere. I know, and I bet you somebody was sitting in there getting their shoes shined. They ain't gonna. I would bet you $100 to a donor that boy was in there buffing one of the dog's sons. Say, yeah, you next, sir. I'm just warming the seat up for you, sir. Go ahead.
So, in that clip right there, he's basically trying to get me to I'm calling him a pathetic ass bear, and he's trying to get me to. He said that he basically talked about me putting a slip under the door and why I didn't show up to that meeting to speak to the city commissioners after I put the slip in. And I was telling him, I said, man, look, I said, after I put that slip in under there, I clicked. I said, why am I trying to talk to y'all? I said, why am I trying to change y'all? Y'all are in a system that is hell bent on staying the same. I said, from now on, I'm going to do stuff like this and let the people know. I'm going to talk to the people now and get the people that put them in office. That's what I was letting them know.
Okay, all right, and just to try to bring a little balance in reference to him being a pathetic ass mayor, what would you have liked to have seen from him since he's been in office? You know what I mean? Like, yeah,
Right.
what would you have liked to see
I've
him
been
do?
waiting on you to ask that question, man. And I have a lot, but I'm the valuable ones. So in 2019 and in 2020, the Texas City African American Police Officers Association reached out to Chief Joe Stanton 2 years in a row, and they gave him a vicious pencil whipping about white supremacy, diversity, and specifically one predatorial officer named Manuel Johnson.
Oh yeah?
Manuel Johnson was documented to have a white supremacist tattoo on him.
What?
And he had to have it covered up. But not only that, during an interview with a young black man that was inspiring to be a police officer, he stripped him in search of gang tattoos, mentally castrated him. He mentally castrated him and shamed him so bad that the young black man withdrew his applicancy and became a police officer at Angleton Police Department.
And I am aware of that that incident you're talking about. I did
Hold on.
see that letter. Go ahead, brother.
I have not been aware. That's my bad. It is an officer that was in Texas City had white supremacist tattoos on him.
And this is a document.
Say, brother. You see, covering it up, that ain't shit. Because it's still in your heart. Now you're trying to hide it. You see what I'm saying? It's in your heart. We know who you is. And that's the goddamn problem. I'm glad you just said. See, that's the problem with the Texas City Police Department.
And I wanted to say this, that was the root that made me start going back to the city hall meetings in the first place.
That's outrageous. That's outrageous. They do that. They knew it. Everybody knew it. You got he got some buddies that he drinking with. They just ain't went got their tattoos. I'm gonna say this. Because we had to sit down with some of them officers. We're not the ones to say that all of them bad, but this is the goddamn problem. When the good ones gonna get the bad ones? That man is a white supremacist. That's okay. You can go out there and get the job done with a white supremacist, huh? You see, that's the problem with Mayor Johnson. He's okay with white. If you strip him naked, he probably got a goddamn Ku Klux Klan tattoo on him. Don't y'all be fooled by these black face tattoo on him. You see what I'm saying? Neo-Nazis.
Tattoo of a Confederacy flag.
He want the South to rise again.
So basically, what you're saying, brother, is you were hoping that for one, any mayor of any race should not be okay with something like that in his police force. But in your mind, as an African American, you were thinking that at least if we could, once we get this African American mayor in, these things will be addressed and cleaned up. And you notice that you did not see him addressing any of these types of issues.
Correct.
Or are you sure that he's aware of that situation?
I am positive that he's aware of the situation because the police officers that are not in the Texas City African American Association are aware of that situation. And if he is not aware of that situation, that's his own fault that he's not aware of it because he's the mayor. So he's supposed to be getting an update of all any grievances, any people, disgruntled employees from Texas City Police Department the chief is supposed to be letting the mayor know. Period.
You see, have y'all heard about the Los Angeles County, the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department, who had a bunch of gangs in them, police officers that was gang members? They had about a dozen different gang sets in the police department. You understand?
Break that down for anybody that's listening. They may not know what you're talking about. What you talking about?
I need them to Google Los Angeles Sheriff's Department gangs within the police department. Within the county sheriff's department is different gangs. And it got Latin gangs. You got what? Most of them is white supremacists and Mexicans, though. You feel what I'm saying? They got several different sets. And to get in them, you got to kill or shoot somebody. You feel me? And then you get your tattoo. Yeah, I'm bringing this up because that tattoo could stand for something. And it might be several other officers inside the Texas City Police Department with a matching tattoo of this guy who has already been, whatever his name is, because I'm going to be on his bumper legally and legitimately as a revolutionary. I'm going to find out exactly what's going on with this chump because he a gang member. White supremacy is a gang, man. A Confederate flag means the South will rise again. That means he ain't laid it down. He said that's a terrorist organization. I ain't scared. I'm not scared of none of them punks, especially not one that's rogue and out of line. He gonna get exactly what's coming to him. Justice. The ancestors will not tolerate that. That get under my skin, bro. Because you see, I respect the Black police officers, Galveston County Association, that they spoke up behind that. I appreciate that, but they got to go further. They need to have a walkout on the job. They need to say, hell no. We walking out before we serve with the Klan. I need them Black police officers to walk out the job and say, we will not serve with the Ku Klux Klan. This man wake up in the morning, waiting to get him an opportunity to plant something on somebody. Waiting to get him an opportunity to mess up somebody's parole or probation and send him down the road. This is oath he took to his fatherland, the Confederacy. He swear on Jefferson Davis Bible. He wants. You see, when he see one of us, all he think about them goddamn niggas. I wish they was picking cotton. And I'm not scared of him. You feel me? And nobody like him. I'm a revolutionary. You gotta deal with me.
What was that officer's name again? Fred?
He's a lieutenant. His name is Lieutenant Manuel Johnson. So
he's still there.
Yes, sir. He's still there.
How old is he?
He's about 2 years older than me, so he's about 34, 35.
Yeah. Is he from Texas City?
Yes.
That's great.
His name is Manuel C.J. Johnson. That's great. Because that punk don't get his whole organization brought down. White supremacists don't roll alone. Y'all do understand that though, right? Yes.
You see, they're not a solo organization.
Oh no,
you see, they hanging
gang tattoo.
Yes. You see, this punk is part of a gang and they in Texas City too. You see what I'm saying? See, that rat don't lead us right back to the rest of those rats. And I'm so glad the Black police officer said something, but now I need them to do more. You can't be riding along with no white supremacist. And anybody in the car with that lieutenant, how the hell that lieutenant go get some orders to some black? Is he telling Black officers what to do?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Oh, they gonna get the most dangerous Simon Stayers today. You hear me? He'll make them niggas go do traffic duty all day in the sun. And I don't mean to call them brothers that, but they gotta show some heart. What about us? Y'all got guns. What about us? The white supremacists on. What y'all gonna do? Black officers? You got to do more than you say, hey, good y'all he covered it up. What? Now, we don't know. You know. Come on, man. What they going to
do? And that was the root of why I was up there. I said he cannot be around Black kids. I said if he believe in enough that to get it tattooed on him, he cannot be around black adolescents, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. He can't be around them in his official capacity as a police officer. It's already tainted.
Lieutenant? Man, do you know what a power a lieutenant got?
They got a lot of power.
Brother, they don't know what they did when they messed with you. I didn't know you've been doing your work. I want to salute you because that right there is the war cry. Open white supremacists got a lieutenant position in the police department. Oh, they know what time it is. And Daddy John's like, I'm gonna tell y'all, this nigga don't care. They can put that man in the office so they can do whatever they want with us. Serious business. They put a black stamp on it. They gonna say, how can y'all cry? They got a black mayor. We gave you what you want. That nigga ain't never been for the people. He ain't did nothing. He watched them tear down the projects on the south side. They knew what they was doing. You running them people into all these different neighborhoods. He watched them tear down Sanders centers that was on the south side of Texas City. He watched them tear down Booker T. Washington. That's a historical site. That was the first black school. All the black people that was in Texas City, they had to go to one school back in the day. I didn't see Dedrick Johnson say nothing. And then they gonna sit there and go put that stuff on the east side and call that some type of Sanders Center. The kids don't know they know Sanders Center. The Sanders Center supposed to be on the south side, bro. But people got their own heritage. That started a lot of mess. I'm from the Texas City. I know a lot of elders, they don't want to go over there. They want to be on their own side of town. That's where they grew up. Dedrick Johnson said nothing when white supremacy on the south side, on the east side, he watched them let all those buildings be abandoned for years. Y'all know going up 6th Street, run down. Now all of a sudden, 6th Street is a paradise. White people that came back in, gentrification, buying it all up. Dedrick Johnson said nothing. He's never been for us. And now there's an apartment complex on the west side that white folks is white supremacy trying to steal from the black owner. Dedrick Johnson is saying nothing. So Dedrick Johnson, the verdict is already out on that nigga. I don't mind calling him a nigga. And I wish he ever would give me a bad posture when I'm in his face. I'm a revolutionary. I won't tolerate no smirk attitude from that chump. I praise that brother for being so dignified in a meeting with such a bona fide chump like Dedrick Johnson. I'll slap that smirk right off his goddamn face. Now, I'm sorry. I'm a revolutionary. I won't tolerate none of that from Dedrick Johnson or no shoe shiners. They won't look at my face, open white supremacist rules, and try to tell me I have a meeting with you. Nigga, you won't meet me when you wake up. When you come out that coma, I'll meet with you. Nigga.
Okay, so with that, you say after he went inside the that office that we just seen on that last clip, he came back out eventually, right?
He came out again and started filming me.
Filming you.
He started recording me with his phone.
All right, give me just a second. We finna go back to the clip. We finna go a little further. Let's see what happened after he went inside and came back out. So give me just a second. All right. Hey, do me a favor while the video playing. Hey, mute y'all mics for me, because I think that's giving the feedback. I appreciate it.
That's exactly what I want. For him to bring his tap dancing ass about that office. We put him in office. We put him in there. He still got these racist ass white people up here from Matt Doyle's regime. Yeah, nah, ain't none of that. That's the mayor. That's our tacky ass, pathetic ass mayor.
It's time for you to do something
about that, bitch. What you mean this white regime that you got up in here? They racist, man. And I'm gonna FOIA your phone. I'm glad you're doing that. I'm gonna FOIA your phone. Look, y'all listen. I want y'all to see how this works. I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna flex on it. His phone that he's doing that on right now. I'm gonna FOIA it and get all his videos. You can't delete it. You already know that. And you live. You live on Facebook. Set the date. I keep telling you. Can't set a date if I don't know when you're all right.
Wow. So just like the brother said, the phone did come out. Oh yeah, we definitely gotta talk about that. We definitely gotta talk about that. Okay, so what's going on right there, brother? Break that little segment down for us.
He comes out, he starts recording, and if people don't know, I like to educate people as well. Any government employee that is acting in their official capacity, whether it's on their personal cell phone or their work cell phone, any electronic communication that is on that cell phone, manufactured, created, videos, pictures, text, or anything like that is open records. So I was explaining to him that I was going to put in a FOIA request, which I did. I put in a FOIA request for his phone, and I was going to get the video. And if the picture he took of me or whatever, I was letting him know that, hey, that he's on camera recording me and that I was going to FOIA his phone. And when I said that, that's when he said, we can go in there and talk right now. And that's when I said, Dedrick, I already told you to set a date.
So, okay, how just so we can give some information to the people that may be listening, how do you, what did you call it, FOIA?
It's called FOIA, FOIA, which is the Freedom of Information Act. And the way you go about filing a FOIA request or open records request is you can either get a blank piece of paper or and write your request on there, the information you're requesting, or they have actual forms that they used to have on Texas City Police Department, Texas City Hall website, but they took it off. But I had saved the link, I saved the picture of it, and I just print out hundreds of them. And on those right there, you just fill out the information request. I'll give you an example. If you had an incident with an officer September 22nd, and it was at 3 p.m. and you want to request they dash cam or their body cam, you would put in a FOIA request or open records request for that date, that officer's body cam, the time that you want the body cam from, and that's it. And from that time that they receive that, they sign it, they give you a copy. From that time right there, they have 10 business days to produce that information to you.
Wow. And so you say that you a bad man. You already put in the request for that?
I already put in the request.
Wait a minute. So hold on, y'all. Hey, say, I didn't even know that. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I didn't
Revolution.
Even know that records. Hold on.
Revolution.
So this right here, this really might come back to haunt him. I got to see this again. So whatever he was doing here,
That's how it happened. That's how it happened, bro.
Hold on.
That's how it happened for a shoe shot.
Your phone. Look, y'all listen. Y'all see how this works. I'm gonna show y'all. His phone that he's doing that on right now. I'm gonna FOIA and get all his videos. Can't believe you. I already know that.
And I don't know what he's doing, but it does look like he's filming because his hand and his thumb is on the side of the phone, not like he pushing the button to take pictures. So I think that is video. Let me ask you a question. Okay, when you were saying all of that, did he say why he was recording you? Like, did he say that?
He didn't. He was just quiet and recording. And then once I told him that I was going to FOIA his phone, he told me again, he offered me to go in there and talk. And I told him no, that I want to set an appointment.
Wow. So, okay, I know you have a plan for that. So you don't have to answer this question if you don't want to. But if you want to, I just want to ask, what are your plans? Let's say you get that footage. What are your plans for that footage? Are you going to release that to the people, or are you going to do what?
I'm going to release it to the people, and at the same time that I release it, I'm going to educate them and make them aware that we have the power to do this.
Good work, man. That's good revolutionary work, brother.
Because all it takes is for one person, man. All it takes is one person. One person see, hey, you can jump across there, and it ain't too far. Then they gonna start trying, and more people gonna start trying, and then it's gonna catch on.
Yeah, and let me ask you this. Let me segue into this question. A lot of times I hear you talk about a First Amendment audit. You say that a lot. What is a First Amendment audit? What is that?
A First Amendment audit is whenever you practice your protected First Amendment right, and you're basically giving the governmental body or police department or whoever you where you're conducting that at, you're giving them a grade, and that's why it's called an audit. So a First Amendment audit would be me basically doing what I'm doing now, practicing my First Amendment right, which is freedom of press and freedom of video, and how they're responding and how they're acting. If like how they're acting, this would be, I would give them an F. They would get an F for as far as how they responded to a civilian or citizen practicing their First Amendment right. They got an F on this one.
How did you how did you learn about that? Did you see somebody doing it on YouTube? Did somebody teach you about a First Amendment audit? Like, where'd you get that from?
First Amendment audits. Actually, I stumbled across this Asian man, and it kind of tripped me out because I know y'all think that I get kind of worked up and hostile with the police and stuff, man. But I saw this dude, and he was he basically he was letting the police know like what he was going to allow and what he was not going to allow. And I started kind of just following him and kind of seeing some of his tactics and stuff. And that's how I kind of picked up on the skills and what I do, of like my style of how I go about doing these audits.
Okay. All right. Well, let's watch a little bit more of the video, and then we're gonna get back into some more commentary. Wait, King Yashua, you wanted to say something before I push play again?
No. Go ahead.
All right. Yeah. Let's get a little bit more of this video in. That's wild. If you do get that, I would like to see exactly what he was filming, or if he filmed and said anything after that. But let's check this out. Hey, y'all go ahead and mute for just a second for me if y'all don't mind.
Right now, I'm gonna FOIA and get all his videos. Can't believe it. You already know that.
I don't know for sure, but how his eyes moved, I don't think he knew that you could do that. But when you said it, it looked like he started thinking about it. But let's continue.
And you live on Facebook. Set the date. I keep telling you. I can't set the date if I don't know. All right, good. We do 28th of September. Next Tuesday. What time? I got to check my schedule. You sure? All right.
Yeah, it's time to clean shit. They've been doing what they want to.
Too long. Hey, Jim Crow, baby. Like I was saying, we is about to get Dedrick Johnson up out of the office. Period. We finna get him up out of there. That's why I went live with this sign. See, we've been trying to. You gotta beg Dedrick to come up out this office. You gotta beg him to come up out of there. You have to beg him to come up out of there. And being black, we should not have to beg him to come up out of there. These people look without a care in the world. They don't care about black people at all. At all. They are Jim Crow babies. Their parents were from the Jim Crow era. Their grandparents were from the Jim Crow era. They do not like black people, period. And I'm finna FOIA his phone. I'm gonna show y'all. I'm keeping his live up so I can get his phone. I'm finna do it right now. I'm tired of this shit, man. He asked me, do I got kids? Yeah, I got kids. That's why I'm doing it. So I ain't gotta grow up doing this shit. Dealing with these racist ass white people.
Wait a minute, let's stop right there for a second. You said something interesting. You said that he asked you if you had children. Why? Wait, you muted. You still muted. You muted, bro.
I guess because of my sign. I guess he was asking me that because of my sign, or my sign was vulgar, or I don't know why he asked me that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. King Yashua, you got any commentary on that?
Yes. Daddy don't care about no kids. Listen, I'm working on the Peace Alert, which is Operation Note Ourself 2021. Where we're trying to go into these communities and talk to credible street people who have been in these gangs. So we don't deal with the gang situation because that's all bogus. But they started talking about the violence. Big Game Hunting by Matthew Daniels, once again, King and Pooh, shows you when we was holding revolutionary meetings to stop this violence and try to find a way to work together and come along with some plans where the government was going to do something for us. And this young brother, Amey, he was at one of the meetings. I seen a couple other brothers in some of these meetings. I never seen Dedrick Johnson at one meeting to speak on behalf of the community. I never seen him. I done spoke to some street people in all over Galveston County, especially in Texas City. None of them have talked to Mr. Johnson about what we're going to do about this violence. None of the little brothers, none of the OGs, none of the triple OGs have talked to Mr. Johnson. Mr. Johnson wants you to come up there and make an appointment with him. You shoe shiner, you want us to give her everything up in the halls of the white supremacists. Why don't you come into these neighborhoods you say you're from? You say you grew up in. You say you represent and talk to some of these brothers down. But you too scared. So that's why you got people like me and Brother Amey and King and Pooh. We doing the work. But y'all want to act like we not. Y'all want to go against us. Dedrick Johnson don't care about no kids. He going along with the framing. The police planting dope. The police sending these brothers back to prison and violating parole for no reason at all. Dedrick Johnson don't care about nobody finding no jobs. He ain't with no community with no jobs program. Dedrick Johnson is a scammer. I'm gonna say that. He done scammed the black people into believing that he's a hope. We ain't got no. I been knew this nigga was a scammer and a blackface puppet. But I held my voice back. I didn't want to go against some of the people in the community who said, let's give the Negro a chance. I said, give him a chance to what? He gonna kick the chair from up under us. We gotta save ourselves from this nigga. You see what I'm saying? He gonna do more to harm us than any. The dogs sitting back laughing at us right now. They laughing. They gonna laugh at him too because guess what? They setting him up to fall. They want him to be the fall guy. You feel? So they can bring back in another white supremacist and see, we trying to give y'all a chance. You niggas can't stop sleeping with everybody, allegedly. Mm-hmm. You couldn't keep these niggas from about our white supremacist course yelling and hollering and holding signs. They trying to talk bad to our bed witches. These are bed witches in here. Nobody comes in here and talks bad to our belly warmers. You know that's what they used to call our sisters back in their belly warmers. They didn't care about them. That's what Master called. And Dedrick Johnson, they say, well, how as many women as you want? But what Dedrick don't understand, they got it all written down in a book. He gonna go down. I know earlier I said he got 1,000 hours. It's down to 1,000 minutes. Hotel.
Let me ask you a question. Cause this is something that I noticed, man. I noticed that when you put the live out there, I noticed that you caught a lot of flack from the community. Like people came out against you. I just want to know how did that make you feel, bro?
It emboldens me. It empowers me. I love it. I love when people that don't do shit in the community try to say something about what I'm doing simply because they're offended. That's it. If they wasn't offended, then they wouldn't give a damn, neither here or there. They don't care. They'll keep on going on with their life. So what that means is I done touched your ass. I done touched something in you. And it's hard to give people attention these days because society is so impatient. So you have to take certain measures and extremes in order to get your own people to just cut their eyes and look and see what the fuck going on.
You know what? That I heard about that, and that I'm still upset, respectfully, because that goes right into what I've been saying about this Peace Alert Operation Note Ourself 2020. I'm trying to work with the gangs because I heard this, and I want you to hear me, Doc. I heard that you came out and went against your own cousin, and this young brother here is a stand-up young brother, revolutionary. I dare you do that for white supremacists. Go against your own family. You don't got his number. You don't know where he stay? So you got to go in front of master and speak against your own family. Nigga, I know where you stand. And I will talk to you face to face soon. You wrong for that. But I want to let the white supremacists know Doc coming out against this brother don't mean shit. That's why I'm having this meeting tonight. To let y'all know we backing 1,000%. We don't want to hear about no signs. We want to hear the substance of what he's saying. The harassment that's been going on. This brother just told me the first time a goddamn white supremacist in the police department. Doc, when you gonna have something to say about that, Doc? When you gonna stand against those white supremacist police officers? Nigga, I see you hugging them. I'm gonna be cool because you family, brother. But you know better than to come out more massive and help try to break a brother. And then I heard you took the post down. Nigga, if you had principles, stand on that. Don't you come out and say you trying to stand up for the Amey name. This is what this man doing. This revolutionary is standing up for the Amey name.
Whenever I heard about the post, people called me and told me about the post. And this is all I'm going to say on it because that is my cousin. But I have to say this. When I saw the post, I told him. This is all I'm going to say. I told Doc. I said, Doc, you can either take the post down and I'll ease up. Or you can leave the post up. And every time I fuck with the police, I'm going to say this because Edward made that live.
Hotel.
Yeah,
that's why I say.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
That's why I want to say I'm not gonna go full bull on that situation. Had it been another coon who did that, boy, you be in deep trouble. So I want to let family and friends know, don't not try to come out and stand with the white supremacists against us. Because we're not gonna tolerate it. We're gonna go full force. Because this about our kids. This about breaking white supremacy. Stand with us. Nobody will stand against us. You're not gonna be able to fade that. I'm telling you right now.
And that's the thing that gets me about anybody really. You will notice that if you come out and you stand on something and you challenge the powers that be, people have no problem challenging you. And so it's like, okay, you entitled to your opinion, but when are you going to challenge the people in power? Like do you agree with everything the police do? Everything the mayor does, everything the city commissioners does. If you gonna battle differ, if you gonna disagree, we need to give some of this energy to the. I can't control nobody's life. I can't make no city ordinances to affect nobody's life. I don't have that kind of power. The people that got the power, in my mind, that's the people that we need to be focusing on. That's the people we need to be focusing on. Like, hey, brother, I understand what you're saying, and I respect everything you're saying. Because me and my brother, we go through some of the same things. We'll speak out on an issue, and then people that we've never seen speak out against anybody with no real authority or have something to say about what we said. Like right now, I'm pretty sure it will be somebody saying something about this video that we're doing right now.
Right.
All I gotta say is, I don't mind, but have you ever given that energy to the people who are actually affecting your life?
I do.
Like, give them some of that
counter-revolutionary.
Exactly. Give some of them
counter-revolutionary.
Man. Give some of them some of that energy, because what they gotta realize is it's just like what the brother was doing with that First Amendment audit. He going up there filing them open records requests. He's actually in front of the mayor, talking to the mayor about some of his concerns. These are the only type of people who are keeping you from being totally ran over by the people in charge. You gotta have people that's willing to address the people in power. Because if you get people like Fred out the way, King Yahshua out the way, Ampu out the way, it's open season on you. Because obviously you're not gonna say nothing to them. So if you get people like this young brother out the way, it's open season. But like I said, I wanted to bring you two brothers on so y'all can give y'all opinion. I felt the spirit. I had to say something on that. You wanna go into a little bit more?
Yeah, I actually do. I actually do want to, not specifically with my cousin, but with the
No, we're gonna move on now.
That were on the post as well. I seen a lot of the Ramari, or her name's Ramari Lee. I could tell that was a lot of probably her family and friends feeling slighted. And I had made a live and I said this. I said I don't care about how blackety she is outside of work, I said whenever I go into that house, she always got on her tap dancing shoes. Always. So it's either you're going to be for your people outside of work and for your people when you go to work, or you're going to be against your people, detrimental to your people at work, and detrimental to your people outside of work. We need to know who you really are.
Goddamn right, brother. And like I say, what you done brought to the table tonight, that's this about that white supremacist police officer. I can assure you, brother, you just struck the match. You just put the fuel for revolution. We can't have that. And Dedrick Johnson want to talk about something. Let's talk about this lieutenant who is a neo-Nazi white supremacist. You want to talk about, brother? What do you have to sit down about? Dedrick, you should be asking us, are we okay? It's a neo-Nazi running loose. Why you ain't checked in with us, brother? Listen, I hate that. I'm gonna tell everybody something. This is real talk. I wanna completely give everything I got to this revolution. I'm not playing minister of defense. And that's what a lot of people don't know. I'm dead motherfucking serious about everything at all times. Everything I ever did in the street, I'm 10 times more credible in this revolutionary business. So what I'm prepared to do to somebody who counter-revolutionary, that means people who going against what we saying tonight, that's counter-revolutionary. We ain't saying nothing wrong. We ain't saying let's focus on the community and help the community. If you want to go in on us, nigga, I know all those tricks. I know COINTEL. You see me? So I know some of y'all brothers out there that's watching right now, you might think it's a game. Don't trip up over your words and come out for massa, because you will be targeted righteously and legally and on all revolutionary principles. Take that how you want to take it. You will become a target of supreme justice. Because you think that massa gonna give you a pat on the back? I'm gonna give you a backhand to your face. Just understand that. You're not gonna be able to sit in. I swear on my grandson. Don't think it's just all gonna be paper. We don't think we playing with you. You gonna get yourself in the sun. I can guarantee you, whoever told y'all gonna be safe, they lied to you. They told you a complete goddamn lie. You officers, if you try to terrorize this young brother illegally, that's it for you. Righteously and legally, we're gonna be on your brother. And we're gonna get you deal with you. You're gonna be in Big Game Hunting Part 2. Don't think we tolerate no terrorism, especially not with this young brother and not with any of our community. We want that officer who is a lieutenant, who's a white supremacist, he got to step down immediately. He got to step down. You can't cover up what's in your heart. I cannot believe the Texas City Police Department got the nerve to tell that man cover up his tattoo. I bet you if you went there with goddamn Kill Whitey tattooed on you, I bet they wouldn't tell you just cover it up. I bet they'd tell you, it's just something that we just feel like it's some moral obligation. They would tell you about in the charter. The charter says you got to be morally sound. If you say Kill Whitey, Black Power, and now turn on some crazy shit like that, it's tatted on your body, and you're a police officer, they're gonna say, it's just you don't fit something about you. It's something about a white supremacist. They want him to rise up to be the chief.
Mm-hmm.
He's a lieutenant already? What has he done? What has he done? Got that tattoo.
He made lieutenant before Sergeant House.
So young?
He made lieutenant before Sergeant House. He made lieutenant before Sergeant Scott. Those are all officers that have been on the force at least 10 years before him.
Oh, yeah. They haven't pledged allegiance to the Fourth Reich. Mm-hmm. He done said, hell, Hitler. I got a problem with him. And I'm going to the Texas Police Department. I'm going to file charge. I want to, because see, you know what? That white supremacist tattoo, that gang affiliate.
Hold on. I don't want to cut you off. Hold on just a second. Hey, Fred.
Hey.
Do you see the man we talking about in this picture right here?
Yes, sir. It's going to be that man right there in the middle next to Chris Ham. So go over. That's Johnston right there. That's Ham right there. Go one more over. Right there. That is Ham Johnson.
This guy right here is the guy we talking about.
Is Ham the one who killed that brother?
No, Ham is the one that killed the brother right there.
Yes.
Hold on. Okay, so just a second. Let me see something. We need the people to know who the supremacist is.
Yeah,
this guy you saying?
Yes, that's him right there. That's Lieutenant Manuel Johnson.
So you saying that this guy, he got white supremacist tattoos on him right now?
He had it covered up. The Texas City African American Police Officers Association reached out to Chief Stan 2 years in a row. 1 year they reached out to him on Juneteenth. That was 2020. And then March 22nd, 2019, they reached out to him again. But they reached out to him 2019 and 2020. They let him know. In 2019, they let him know that they had been made aware, and it was documented he had a white supremacist Confederate flag tattoo on him. He had to have it covered up. That was in 2019. In 2020, they sent out another email about whenever he mentally castrated Prince Hill during that interview when he made him strip in search of gang tattoos. But my question that I have is, how in the hell did his gang tattoo make it through this same stringent ass search that he is doing to Prince Hill?
So the guy with the white supremacist tattoo was trying to make sure the black guy didn't have a gang tattoo.
Right.
That's crazy. You got anything you want to say to this guy, King Yahshua?
This guy right here, Tommy. You know that saying thing that you hold upside down in the time thing. The saying go through the thing.
The hourglass.
You know, you turn it upside down and the saying going. The hourglass. Tonight, the hourglass just turned upside down for this guy. Righteously and justice with legal alternatives. Every one of them, every last one, we're gonna go against this guy because he's a terrorist. I can't work with him. I cannot be sitting. My people can't trust him. We cannot be sitting in the community. This dude gives shift orders to officers. He tell people what to do. We don't feel comfortable with him. I'm sending an email to the chief tonight and telling him I done got a disturbing meeting with the community about this guy. I'm sending an email tonight to the NAACP in Galveston County and in Texas about this guy. I'm sending an email tonight to 13 News about this guy. I ain't lying to you. See, this is what we do too. This guy finna get all the attention he want. And if he on a rocky road, goddammit, I'll be Mick Jagger. We gonna do this. We're gonna do this. That's why I'm here. This is what I'm here for. People like him. That's a gang member.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
That's a gang member, bro.
That's crazy. Real quick, was there anything else in the video that we needed to see? After where I stopped at, Fred?
Not really. It's a little comedy in there where I tell the white man that he should watch Django.
Oh wait, no, don't say it. Don't say it. You right. I forgot about. Hold on. Let me. Let's get back to the video. Let's get back to the video, man. I forgot about that. Yeah. Let's get back to the video. Oh yeah, this is crazy. This is crazy right here. Watch this, King Yahshua. Watch her. She closed the blinds on him.
Is it over?
This how you doing?
What, they shut down for the day? Oh, man. I don't want to deal with them women, bro. I want to deal with these white supremacist race. I don't have time for that.
Yeah, she don't want me to record.
All right, let me go next.
Shit. Man, we gotta go to war, man. I want war. With all white supremacists.
1,000.
Johnson. This nigga white supremacist, huh? Okay.
They call me.
Y'all seen that movie Django? That's me.
I'm Django.
I'm finna tear their ass up, boy. They got me fucked up.
He came out again.
Or pathetic.
So, look at him being standoffish. He tried to walk right by you in a. Hey, look, he tried to walk by you, bro, in an aggressive manner.
Hold on, King Yahshua. Hold on. We're gonna talk about it.
Nah, I'll slap the shit out this nigga, man. This nigga think he tough.
Wait, hold on. Why?
Hang on, bro. Bitch ass nigga. Nah, rip that nigga ass.
Wait. Why? Hold on. Why? I want to hear this part. Hold on, bro. Hey, so you you telling them you Django, bro?
Yeah. I'm the modern day Django.
Okay, wow. All right. What you were saying about the standoffish body language?
When the male, when that clown, that bozo, that shoe shining, buck dancing Sambo, you the modern day Django, he the modern day Sambo. That's what they used to call buck dancers back then, Sambos. He walked by you. You see that video show? He came in a slant right towards you. He crowded your space. You see, this nigga was willing to take a punch to the back of the head right now to get you arrested. This nigga. You see, I read body language too because I had to read it and know it in prison to save my goddamn life. And in these streets, you got to know when somebody look. He's aggressive. He came crowded this man's space right here.
Mm-hmm.
And I know he did it because when you filmed him, watch how much room he got when he go to walk towards where he walking, bro. He did not have to come this close to that man.
No.
He done that purposely. And I would have asked that bitch about that. No, excuse me, man, boy, nigga. That's what he finna do. Look, he take a straight sharp turn towards this brother. Look at all that room. Keep going. Look at it. Wait, watch. What? He's gonna take a sharp cut towards this brother. Mm-hmm. Sharp cut right towards you. Look at all that room. He did not have to come nowhere near that brother, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? He's gonna make a sharp cut right towards you. Look, here. Yeah. He didn't have to go nowhere near you, fam. That's aggressive body language and aggressive nature. Low-level nature by this chump. You see what I'm saying? Because, see, he want the police. You see, right now, he know he got Whitey willing to beat you and shoot you in there, bro. See, if you was at the grocery store, I guarantee you, this clown wouldn't do that. If you and him was outside talking in the park, I guarantee you, he would want to have a bullhorn and talk to you on the other side of the road. Now, all of a sudden, he want to make sharp turns towards you. Because, listen, I know these type of clowns, bro, because in the streets, chumps just trying to bait me into doing anything to them. They want you, they don't want you here, they want you dead, bro. That's the type of people when you get to a certain level, they want you dead or in jail. Mm-hmm. You see, one thing I want to let these people playing with us know, I'm a real revolutionary. Don't cheat me, bro. I ain't gonna cheat y'all. I'm gonna give you all the revolutionary action you're supposed to get. You're gonna have to deal with me. You have to go all the way. You can't hold back. You have to get the CI. You have to open up that booklet and you have to do the dirty, dastardly deed that you did for all the rest of the civil revolution. You have to assassinate me, man. Don't you think I'm gonna sit here, man? I don't want to talk, man. Hell with them, bro, because I'm tired of these people. Listen, we gotta come together. This brother done did some good, honorable work here. Dedrick Johnson was never credible. Y'all should have never thought he was never credible. He wasn't never gonna stand for it. I'm glad he did this. See, when Trump got in the office, I said, you know what? I'm glad Trump in office. I was one of the first people because I knew he was gonna wake y'all ass up. Dedrick Johnson is waking up the black community to show y'all he is worse. I thought they talking he the new Barack Obama. What? Bury himself. Listen, I'm for this brother. Whatever happened with the posters, who cares? You're gonna have to deal with us. Cause I'm with him now. He done brought a white supremacist to the table. I gotta see this through.
All right, let me ask y'all the question before we start wrapping it up to close out. Okay, if the mayor was watching this right now, okay, is there anything that you would want to say to him that he could do to redeem himself in the eyes of the community and in the eyes of you two guys? If he was watching right now, if there was something that you could say to him that he could do going forward to redeem himself, what would that be? We're gonna let the guest Fred go first. If you have anything, it may not be no redemption. I
I
don't know.
actually do.
All right, hold on. Let me put you on the big screen.
Okay.
All right, go ahead, brother.
I actually do. The one demand, because this is demand, and the one demand, and he can meet it 3 ways, Dedrick. You can meet it 3 ways. You can either demote Lieutenant Manuel Johnson all the way down to desk duty, to where he does not leave the police station and he does not have a gun. All he has is his badge, and he's at the police station doing desk duty work, and that's it. He cannot be in the community because he is a predator. So that's one way. Number 2 is you can terminate him, or number 3, you can force him to resign. But that is the three ways that I want Manuel Johnson can be handled. That's the only 3 things that we'll accept. We won't accept just a demotion and he can still roam around and be in the community. No, it's specific. He is demoted to desk duty only. His official capacity is desk duty work only. That's the 3 ways that you can meet mine. Desk duty only, terminate him, or force him to resign.
What's up? Yeah. Well,
okay, King Yahshua, what would you say to the mayor? You on the big screen.
Dedrick. You don't mind if I call you Dedrick, do you? Let's be formal here. Are we friends? I need you to step down. Immediately step down as the mayor of Texas City. In shame. In shame. You step down, bro. Walk away. The stove is getting turned up. And you go down with the ship. And that means going to jail. Because Big Game Hunting by Matthew Daniels talks about crimes that's been going back decades, inside and outside the police department, that y'all been committing. You the mayor, ain't you? Mayor's been committing crimes. It's in the book, Big Game Hunting. Police chief's been committing crimes. This is in the Big Game Hunting. Police Chief Stanton. Brother, you met me in Ampu before and told us that you was willing to work with us. You told us that thing was going to, move forward. Bro, you forward into what? This ain't 1700. What you thought we was going to go forward into 1730? Listen to me. You could be held as accessory after the crime. After the crime. Because the crime is being committed every day. This terrorist, Manuel Johnson, is on the force. And I will be sending emails to everybody about this. I'm on this. This ain't a game. I don't have nothing else to do but deal with Manuel Johnson, the white supremacist. Boy, you won't cover up nothing and think that you're going to be on that police force running around there terrorizing my brothers and sisters. The Minister of Defense, that's what they call me. That's why I'm here. I'm not scared of you. White supremacist. You just swore oath to the Fort Reich. You just swore oath to the South will rise again. I say the hell it will. You bitch. Look at my eye. You think I'm playing with you, man? Revolution in my heart. And I got some people rolling with me. You've never seen them. I'm all over this country. I'm all through the prison systems. You know nothing about me. You a white supremacist gang member, brother. And you step down immediately and you need to flee. Dedrick, I don't want to hear nothing out of you, but I'm stepping down. Because I don't believe in you. I never believed in you. But this is democracy. So the vote count, everybody matters. All these brothers have a chance, but I'm on your bumper, Dedrick. You hear me? Keep playing with this brother, ain't if you want to. Real revolution. And I dare you to give me a smoke. When I see you, better show me all the respect I'm supposed to have. Oh, right there on the street. You gonna deal with it. Hotel. Nothing he can do. I'm a revolutionary. They lucky I didn't say they just need to smoke their final cigar and put a blindfold on. Yes, well, listen, it will be revolutionary justice, bro. I'm a real revolutionary. That's why I don't want to sit here and toy with them. We're trying to do some things that which lead to, peaceful this, peaceful that. But the hell with that shit, I'm the Minister of Defense. All these so-called black people yet no justice, no peace. There ain't been no goddamn justice. So obviously it can't be no peace. That means it's gonna be some bloodshed for my people. I will goddamn be sure to shed blood for my people in this revolution. I don't mind dying. I don't mind killing for righteous reasons. And when you're a criminal, like a gang member, that's a criminal. That's what they told me. That means you illegal. Stand your ground. Hotel.
All right, brother Amey, I want to say, man, I appreciate you coming on. I appreciate you telling your story. And like I told you when I was messaging you, brother, you got guts, man. You got a lot of heart.
Yes, he do.
And you gotta keep putting up the fight, man, because somebody has to be willing to stand between those that would oppress the community and the community. There always has to be vanguards, right?
For real,
And like I told you, as soon as I told my brother about the situation that was going on with King Yahshua, he wanted to reach out to you. He wanted to be able to talk to you, and then he said that we wanted to do it where we could put it on the platform, do it in videos, because I saw a lot of people coming at you, and we wanted everybody to know you weren't alone in your fight. You know what I mean? Because sometimes it can feel like that. Right. And when you're going up against individuals that have positions of power, we all know in our minds, if they have these positions of power, it's things that they can do to us that we can't do to them. And so when you're out there and you're alone, you're lone wolf and you're by yourself, it's easier for you to be harassed. It's easier for you to be oppressed and targeted. It's easier, and especially when the optics are nobody supports you. See, when they feel like nobody supports you, they feel like they can do anything to you and get away with it because won't nobody care. But then if somebody comes out and say, well, wait a minute. What this brother is doing isn't illegal. This brother has some official and valid points that need to be addressed. And the brother has points that other people in the community feel like are points that need to be addressed as well. That makes them have to stop and say, okay, wait a minute. We have to reconsider how we may be approaching this guy. So I salute you for what you're doing, brother. You know what I mean? And and just in closing, is there anything you want to say to the people as we close out, brother Amey?
There is, man. I want to close out with this, and it's really one of my biggest pet peeves, man. Black people as a whole, I'm talking to all my black brothers and sisters. We have to stop being submissive in the face of white supremacy and oppression. You can't, when somebody's stepping on your neck and been stepping on your neck, you can't try to get up peacefully. You cannot try to get up peacefully. You have to fight, scratch, claw. You have to do whatever it takes to get their foot off your neck. Because if they wanted to take it off, you wouldn't have to do any of that shit. And that's what I want to close out with. Stop being submissive in the face of white supremacy and stop being submissive in the face of oppression.
Real talk.
All right, King Yahshua, you want to just say just a few closing words? We finna go on in this.
Yeah. I want to first of all, I want to let the people know that I gotta be harsh at times. That's my job. That's why I'm the Minister of Defense. We have Minister of Education. We have Minister of Information. We have Ministers of Health. We have ministers of different things. I'm the Minister of Defense. I have got to let them know that all options is on the goddamn table. The way you dealt with our ancestors, you're gonna have to deal with me. You understand that? I'm not lying. You need to get your body experts to see if I'm lying. See if I'm just bluffing. See if I'm playing. I'm dead serious about this. I'm sitting down with revolutionaries and gang members all over the country, but right here in Galveston County, ex-gang members. We're sitting down to bring some peace to these communities. None of these buck dancing shoe shiners has come forward to help us, and they all screaming peace in these pulpits. They all still in peace online. How about coming back in these communities and helping these young brothers? I'm willing to die for these young brothers. I want to let everybody know that, because once we deal with this falsified gang problem, which I'm going to come out with a documentary about that, we got to stop claiming these outrageous sets that have nothing to do with us, that's foreign to us, and get back to revolution. Once we do that and denounce these gangs, then we can go back to these prisons and get our brothers out of there, and we get some of them sentences reduced. Because we can't forget our brothers that caught cases behind them sets we was claiming. They were putting in work. We will not leave a man on the field. But we got to come out, get the plan going, denounce it, then go get our brothers out of there. Then we're gonna focus on that county jail. It hurts my heart that every time I've never been in the county, I took it to the people whenever they mess with me or they mess with anybody in there. But when I come out, I get so distracted. Our brothers are still being mistreated, being fed slop, overpriced commissary. They price gouging in there. There's 0 bids on some of that commissary. So it's sky high and ain't nobody else bidding against them. We got to stop that, brother. So we're gonna hold their feet to the fire. So I want to let everybody know that revolution is here. They done did it, and I appreciate this brother Amey, for standing strong even on his own. But not knowing big revolutionaries, I'm always looking and watching and waiting on somebody to give me the word. And I stand right there with you and die right there with you, or kill right there with you. See, that's what everybody needs to know. See, I know in a lot of our past there have been a lot of dying. There's gonna be some killing before we go. For justice, for righteousness, for harmony, for balance, for reciprocity. I'm telling y'all, for righteous principles, we're going to do it. Straight up and down. Our people want peace and justice in the community. If we cannot get that, God damn it, you will not get any peace. If we can't get none, you won't get none. You want to stop the crime and the guns from shooting, then work with us. You ain't no going around big revolutionary like me. You can't go around me. I'm in the goddamn way. Remember that. Hotel.
All right, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. And if anybody watching this, if you have a story to tell, if you want to come on the platform, talk about something that's going on in the community, just reach out to me, let me know, and we can set something up. But until next time, this your brother Matthew Daniels, aka I'm Pooh, aka the Chosen Few, aka the Real Bookworm. I'm not a bookworm world, I'm the real bookworm. Make sure you get it right. And as always, may your name live on forever. And may your memory never die. We getting out of here, family. Thanks for watching.